Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me here at Carolina Rebellion. How are you enjoying the morning, afternoon so far?
I just got out of bed, so
It's morning for you then.
it's morning for me. What's it, like 2:30? It's always, yeah. Afternoon's my morning. I was up at the crack of 1:30.
So first off, can we talk about, there's been a lot of news right now for Seether. Look, it's Isolate and Medicaid is due out later. So what can you share with us about it?
Yeah, it comes out July 1st. Just the single dropped, I think, 2 days ago. So starting to put, well, at least the single in the set for now. We don't want to really play too much new stuff because it'll be on YouTube in a heartbeat. So we're slowly starting to sort of trickle, little tidbits and whatnot out. But yeah, man, we're excited about it. Recorded with Brendan O'Brien in LA, and yeah, everything it was kind of an easy album to make. Everything went really smoothly, went really quickly. The writing took, always takes a bit of time, but the actual recording of it took us about, I think it was 16 days in total.
That's it?
Yeah, to do the whole thing, and it just came really easily and just worked really well, and yeah, we're excited about it.
So can you take me in the studio for maybe one or two tracks in particular, even without names, but like tell me what the mindset was like?
Yeah, there's I don't know, I think there's a lot of strong stuff on this album. One of my favorite songs is a song called Crash. I believe it's called Crash. That was the working title anyway. But it's a little bit different, It's we've never been a band who wants to release the same thing over and over again. We want
that would get really stale for you guys, I think, if you did.
Absolutely, and I think for the fans too. So we've always wanted to do something a little bit different. Let the music evolve a little bit and change, and just not be exactly the same as what we've released before, and keeps it fresh for the fans, keeps it fresh for us. We have to play these songs every night. So
is there any way that you guys have pushed or challenged yourself this time around?
I think so. I think each album we do, we try to, kind of push ourselves. I think this album's got a lot of heavy, like sort of heavy guitar riff type stuff on it. But at the same time, it's got a great sort of sense of melody about it. Sean's vocals were, I think, really strong. Probably the best I've heard him sound on this album. Very melodic, very great. Lyrically, it's great. I think, I think we've made a good album with this one.
Absolutely. I think what's always fascinating to me with a band is to take, you have 3 to 4 minutes to tell a story and evoke an emotion in a listener, and that can be not always from the lyrics, but even from the tone overall of the album. What does that mean to you creatively?
Yeah, it's tough. You want to make an impact in, like you say, 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to, grab people's attention, and I think it's important not to, waffle too much. You don't want any, I guess, kind of dead time or dead space in the song, and that's part of the, the pre-production stuff for an album. You go and you refine the song, you listen to it, you record a demo of it, you live with it, and after a while you say, okay, I think we can lose this part. Let's do more with this part. So there's really a lot of thought. I don't know if people realize or not, but there really is a lot of thought that goes into a song. And a lot of sort of back and forth and trying to get the best out of the idea that you possibly can.
Did you guys have anything left over that didn't make the cut?
We had a couple songs. We just wanted to, release a 10-song album. But then it was so hard because we'd recorded 12, and picking the 2 that weren't going to make the cut was so hard because,
It's like your children, right?
Exactly. It's like kicking eggs out of the nest, and so it was quite tough. But, I think we'll probably ultimately end up, releasing maybe like a deluxe version, with some...
I feel like there's always a way to use them later for something,
Yeah, I mean, in this day and age, there's so much, there's so many cool ways you can use a song, you know, whether it's a movie or...
Demand is there too. Like, fans always want something new, like immediately. It's like as soon as an album comes out, they want something next, like right away. So.
Right. But, you know, video games are great, you know, for songs, or movies, you know, I don't know, some sports show, I don't know, there's a lot of different things we can use your songs for, European releases. So, you know, it's good to have one or two in the bag, just, you know, for that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. So, can we talk a little bit about the irony of Seether covering Seether and the radio play? It's everywhere. Like, it's everywhere now. And I'm like, the first time I was like, what? They did it? What?
You know, we've been toying with the idea of that for a while, because that's actually where
finally.
That's where we got our name, you know, from that song. You know, we heard the song and we're like, wow, yeah, that's cool. It's kind of happy, you know, poppy type song. We just thought it was cool, and it was the one name we thought of that hadn't been taken. Everything's been taken. If you Google something, there's a band. You know,
or there's a porn for it, so it's Rule 37.
Yeah, exactly. So we wanted to call our band Anal Gangbang 7, and that was taken.
Damn, really? That would have been ideal.
But no, it's, you know, we've been talking about doing it for a while. If nothing else, just doing it, you know, live, you know, at the shows and stuff. But yeah, we decided that we, you know, wanted to record it. And the reason we actually did it was our first single, Words as Weapons, pardon me, was we recorded 3 songs for the greatest hits release that we put out last year. And that's one of the dog crapping.
Yeah, I was going to ask. So that was like one of my next questions on there, but we can get to that.
We'll get to that. So we were kind of actually resistant to the idea at first of releasing this greatest hits thing, and we feel like our label at the time was just trying to cash in, you know, and we're not about that. But I guess we came to a compromise. Basically said, well, if we're going to release something, if we're going to expect people to buy stuff they already own, probably, you know, we want to give them some new stuff. So we put on some demos, wanted to record some new stuff. So we recorded 3 new songs with Brendan O'Brien, and one of which was Words as Weapons. You know, we enjoyed the song so much we didn't want to essentially throw it away, you know, on the greatest hits.
Lyrically, it's great. Like, it really has just a good message behind. Like, I really like it.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's we all loved the song, and, you know, loved it so much, in fact, that we decided to keep it back and put it on the new album. And funny enough, there it is, the first single. So, you know, we're glad we kept it back. You know, we're the new label now, and they're really great, really behind us. So it's
having
cool.
that support, I think, now is so important, because so many labels, I don't think, give the artists the support that they need, especially with the way that the industry is now. So it's awesome to hear.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, it's changed so much. You know, just in the last, you know, 14 whatever years. You know, we've been, you know, signed and dealing with labels and stuff. It's changed so much, and, you know, I get it. You know, I think a lot of labels are in trouble, and maybe don't have the financial backing to put behind bands. But, you know, we're happy to say that we're in a good place now, and, you know, Concord's been really good to us so far, and really supportive, overly supportive, and it's great. Feels good.
Awesome. So you guys have Rise Above Fest coming up soon too, right? That's like next week, is it, or 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, I think it's next week. Forget the exact date. But yeah, Rise Above. Did you? I don't know. I just get on the bus at night and wake up in the right spot. But yeah, Rise Above Fest this is our second one. Our goal is to make it an annual event. And we had to miss last year due to, you know, some politics and stuff with the venues and whatnot. But we'd like to make it an annual thing now, and it's good. You know, it's
like people are really excited about it.
Yeah, the response has been great. You know, ticket sales have been really good. You know, a lot of friends, you know, jumped on board. You know, the Avenged Sevenfold guys. You know, Blackstone Cherry. You know, everyone's been really good, you know, happy to come play, you know, happy to donate stuff, you know, for the charities and, you know, for raffles and auctions and that kind of stuff. And it's a good cause, you know, it's if we can raise some awareness, as to, suicide prevention, or at least let people know that, there are places they can turn and people they can talk to, if those kind of things ever come their way. So I think it needs to be spoken about. It needs to be.
So many people seem so lost, like they feel like they really don't have anybody to turn to in situations like that. So it's a wonderful thing that you guys are putting that together.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's near and dear to our hearts. We've lost Sean's brother, obviously, to suicide, and I read a thing. It's one of the leading, I guess, killers of teenagers and young adults in the States. It just seems wrong. It shouldn't be like that. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it's bad.
You're absolutely right. No, it's a very, very good thing that you guys have put that together. So after Carolina, I know you guys have Rise Above Fest. You'll be out at Rock on the Range too, right?
Yeah.
So something else is in store. Obviously, you're hitting the festival circuit pretty hard. So.
Yeah, we're it's kind of a bit of a mixed tour, doing a lot of festival stuff, and then we're on tour on shows with Blackstone Cherry as well. So that's been really good. We've been selling out everywhere pretty much, and it's been a good tour. When this is done, we're going to take a short break, and by short I mean like a week.
You've earned it.
Right? And then we're off to Europe. So we're going to go to Europe, and then we come back and got a couple more shows stateside, and then we're trying to figure out what we're going to do the rest of the year. I don't know, put a package together, or maybe jump onto a bigger tour or something. We're kind of tossing around ideas right now, so we're not exactly sure what it is that we're going to be doing later on in the year, but all we know is that we'll definitely be out. We'll definitely be touring. I'd say if it's any less than for the next 2 years, I'd be surprised. So yeah, we'll be out and about for a while.
Road warriors.
Definitely.
Well, I want to thank you so much for taking a few minutes to speak with me. I appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you here and out at Rock on the Range in 2 weeks too. So great.
Awesome. Thanks. Good to see you.